All right, time for some real talk. I kind of wanted to go over some things that I've been going through as a real estate investor, growing pains specifically as a real estate investor. And hopefully this serves you so that you don't have to go through these same problems yourself, even though you probably will anyways, because it just kind of hits you when you don't expect it. So first of all, if you are new to the channel, my name's Justin Wrong, and I've helped hundreds of people make money in real estate. So what I really wanted to talk about is that we are going through we're going through a recession. No other way to put it. It's a legit recession now. Maybe other states are different, but I'm in California, based in California. I live in Vegas, but I do my business out of California. That's where all my house flips or wholesales go. And what I'm noticing is I am noticing the market shift like crazy. So 2021, 2020, we saw like an absurd market. It was like peak market where housing prices were going up like crazy, but so was the demand. Like there was still a ton of buyers paying these ludicrous prices. And that's what we saw 2020, 2021. Now 2022 and like so on, we are experiencing the recession. So we're experiencing the market to shift back where it was, where it's more approaching of a like neutral or a buyer's market. And I can feel it. Like all the homes that I have listed right now for sale, like they haven't sold or they're taking a lot longer to sell. And I'm pricing them conservatively or fairly. And I'm taking a hit now on the profits of these flips. I don't think I'll, knock on wood, I don't think I'll lose money, but I'm taking a pretty big hit on these flips. Like I'm making less profit than I thought I would. Not to mention, these properties are, because they're taking longer to sell, I'm having to pay a lot more closing costs too. So these are I'm paying a lot more holding costs. These are the costs that I have to pay my lender every single month for their mortgage. So yeah, I'm paying a lot more every single month. I'm not getting as much as I wanted to at the very end of the resale. And because of these things, like it's causing a lot of what's called cash flow issues. So if you don't know, if you're going to be flipping houses and you choose to flip houses as your main source of income, it's not a very good cash flow business. You know, you get these huge chunks of cash ideally every once in a while because you do the flips, unless you have a bunch of flips. But in general, as a business, you don't get cash flow every single month. It's like a weird thing where you have to like delay your cash flow for 6 months of every single flip because it takes that long to actually fix it up and get it sold. And so in the meantime, you're kind of stuck there thinking, okay, like now I don't have money. Like, what am I supposed to do now? And what I've realized is that I have made some mistakes going into this recession that I now understand what went wrong and I know how to prepare for it, because what I'm feeling right now is I'm feeling the cash flow issue. I'm feeling like my cash is a lot more restricted and a lot smaller than it should be, or what I'm used to. And it has caused issues, and I don't want these issues to make me feel like I'm making the wrong decisions for my business. Because what I've realized is that a lot of the bad business decisions that people make come from when people are emotional or they're stressed. Because when people make emotional decisions, they usually make them to make themselves feel better, but it's actually not good for the business. And so I had to make a few adjustments to make it okay for me. And here are the couple things that I've done. One is I have had to cut expenses as much as humanly possible. So I actually decided to get rid of my editors for my YouTube channel. And for my shorts too. They didn't really do a lot of my shorts, but I had to get rid of my editors, which saves me a lot of money every single month and just makes me feel overall better because of these cash flow issues. So I've had to cut costs in different areas of my life, which wasn't an issue because I have perfectly comfortable talking to a camera nonstop for whatever, 10 minutes, 8 minutes, however long these videos go for. And that's been good. So that was actually a very good benefit. But I've done that, and I've also realized that during these times, like if I want to prepare myself for the next recession, I have to have some other source of income that does not come from real estate flipping, because the flipping is great. Like flipping's awesome with the income. However, it's times like this that I've noticed, okay, like when the cash flow's tight and the houses don't sell and I'm stuck and I like need money, like what do I do for money now? So my game plan now is I'm trying to go doubly hard, triple hard, like literally triple down on my social media, like my YouTube and my Instagram and my TikTok. Specifically YouTube, I'm trying to make a ton of videos because I want to monetize as fast as humanly possible my social media income. So far, my social media income does pull in some money. Like it helps a lot, to be honest. It maybe average like $2,000 a month from social media, which is very nice. And that's not including the whole like getting deals for real estate on social media. This is just like affiliates and stuff like that. But I'm not monetized on this YouTube channel just yet. Hopefully soon, if I just keep going hard at this, it will be. But that I think will be my next source of income that will kind of balance out the next recession. As far as balancing out the bad income that comes from the flipping for the next recession. So that was something that I've had to realize, and it's helped a lot. Another thing that I realize is that for my flips, because I am losing a lot of profit because they're not selling for as much, I understood that the houses I bought that I have still today, at the time when I bought them like 6 months ago or however long, I did try to budget for this upcoming recession because I saw the recession coming. But believe it or not, I just didn't know it'd hit this hard. This is my first recession. I'm young. Like I didn't go through this before. But it's funny because I budgeted for this stuff. When I was buying the home 6 months ago that I'm flipping right now, I remember thinking, okay, like I think I see where the market's going because I'm tracking these inventory levels and I'm talking to other big investors who are my friends. And I was like, okay, like everyone's telling me who are like the experienced investors, okay, it's like start to prepare for this upcoming recession, like start to be more conservative with my ARVs and just like budget more for everything. And I was like, okay, like I'll start doing that. And so I did. Like I started to understand, okay, if the ARV of a home or the after repair value of the home is 300,000, I might sell it for like 290. Well, it's more than I thought. So if I did that thing of like 300,000, estimate your ARV is going to be 290 instead. Like it's really like 270. Like I didn't budget enough for this whole recession thing. Another thing that I failed to do was budget for a longer holding period. So most of my flips in the past have taken maybe 6 months in total, 5 months in total. Now they're taking like 8, 9 months. Like they're taking a lot longer to flip because they're not selling right away. And because contractors are actually a lot harder to find and they're charging a lot more too. So I got like triple whammied. And luckily, like these are mistakes that I realized that I can fix or prepare for ahead of time. But yeah, all the contractors now are charging more money for rehabs, which is actually something I did budget for. So that was okay, but it was really the holding cost and the ARV that I really didn't prepare for well enough, where that's where I'm hurting the most. The contractors charging more and them being a lot more scarce, like hard to find, that was something that's a little different too. But overall, I've been able to find contractors who have been on point with their rehabs. Like they've been, whatever they quoted me or gave me a bid for, like it was pretty on my budget. Like I was pretty good on that. But yeah, the ARVs and the holding times, they killed me. And the other income. So I'm getting through it, just like hopefully everyone else is. And that's just something for you to realize is if you've never been through a recession before and you're a real estate house flipper, please be aware of these things. And like whenever people tell you, if you have good mentors or whatever, to start budgeting more, like take them really seriously, like be ultra conservative. Because I thought I was being ultra conservative when I was making more conservative ARVs and whatnot, but I wasn't. So if you were expecting an upcoming recession, here are the things that you should do. Be extra conservative with your ARVs. Start whatever ARV you think you're going to sell the house for after you fix and flip it. Like budget a lot down. Like I said, the $300,000 property that I thought would sell for $300,000 would really sell for like $270,000. And it might be worse, might be better, depends on how big the recession is or how bad it is. And holding cost. Understand that if most of your flips right now take 4, 5, 6 months, expect them to take 10. Like, and that's just the reality of it. Like in the recessions, you have to prepare, because if you don't prepare for this ahead of time in your initial numbers when you're making the offers, you are going to lose a lot of profit or lose money. And that's not what I want you to do. The other thing that you have to start doing now, like literally immediately, if house flipping is your only income source, start building like another income source. And I'm dead serious. Like I'm actually a big proponent or advocate of going all in on one income stream because focus is what's needed really to succeed. However, if your income stream comes from flipping, now I understand how bad you're hurt from a recession. And I don't want you to be out there, going all in on this house flipping thing. And when the next recession hits, I don't want you to be kind of left out and thinking, crap, like no one prepared me for this. No one told me that I should have some other income coming in to help me survive this thing. So those are the things you should do, things that I'm really realizing that I could have done better, but I am for sure ready for the next recession, and I'm getting through this one. Like, there's been times where I've been thinking like, man, like my money's low. Like, where'd my money go? But we're getting through it, and always also try to have other access to money or credit. So always be applying for like lines of credit, credit cards, always be trying to raise money. If you do these things and you always have access to money, you'll be okay. But for sure, like just be aware of these upcoming recessions, because the past couple weeks, they weren't the best feelings I've ever had as a real estate investor. And I don't want you to go through this. You probably will anyways, but hope this helps. And if you need help with your real estate investing business in general, I want you to go to the link in the description below and you can get a free strategy session. Peace.